A very, very warm welcome and many thanks for joining us on yet another edition of GlobalNet Television, a platform where we discuss ICT and telecoms and all of the things that surrounds it, where we also unveil the personalities that drive the industry. I'm Kunle Aboroshade, and as always with me here, we have been doing this for almost 50 weeks. It brings its insightful knowledge and experience in the world of telecoms to the table. Fidel Otuya is a pioneer of the PTOs and is here every week, as he is today. Fidel, good morning.
Kunle, good morning.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
And welcome back from Abuja. And then, you were, as we see in our news scroll, security beefed up at the NCC because of Boko Haram. What was your experience when you got to that building?
Well, it is disturbing and also indicative of the difficult times ahead, because if you have the umbrella body being threatened, as well as the affiliate network operators that are going to bomb them, at this point in time, nobody can go out to do any maintenance. And at the NCC entrance, the whole place cordoned off. So you imagine somebody coming from UK, whatever, you want to make a presentation, and from outside, the police, the army can't allow you to go in. You talk to the security personnel there through the window, and it's so humiliating. And very close to that place is a Hilton. You can see the long traffic, vehicles trying to go in.
Yeah, because of checking.
Because of checking, yes.
And all of that.
So for an economy that is just struggling to survive, you're looking for people to inject funds into that economy so that you can create jobs. Because the president is talking about creation of jobs. And the jobs are being threatened, ab initio.
Wow, it's unbelievable. But it is the reality that we live in today.
Absolutely.
Because somebody have even told us that, how do you get calls to your calls to the north? Because,
yes.
How do the operators maintain, cell sites and all of that?
Yes.
It's a miracle that you are still calling Taraba.
I'm telling you, Maduguri.
You're calling Maduguri, and are still getting calls through.
Yes.
It means that the operators are going extra lane, and you must imagine that the cost, the extra cost of doing all of that.
Yes.
Imagine somebody in one of the, network being posted, a staff being suddenly posted.
Some people will tell you, say, no, thank you.
From Lagos to Maduguri or to Yobe, the guy said, please take your job.
Yes.
And the family will say, please, we love you more than the job you are doing. Please stay at home.
What will then happen is that you employ the indigents.
Okay. So that's
whether they're educated or not, just employ them.
But then without also the quality that you have from the,
yes.
You can imagine what the indigents will do with all those facilities.
Yes.
Definitely, there must be drop in service.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll come back later in the program, talk more about all of this. Also topic today that Fidel designs. Why do people use those expensive phones? It was Fidel who asked that question. I was okay, because many of them buy phones for 100,000 and they don't even use 2% of the capacity of what those phones can do. So why did they spend $1,000 buying those phones? We ask some people, we bring you back their reports and their views. All of this form part of our package. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. Welcome back. It's GlobalNet Television. And before we continue with our discussion, Let's take our global tidbits for the week, okay? Let's roll that and then we'll come back and start the conversation in earnest. GlobalNet Television, if you are just joining us, this is a platform where we discuss ICT telecoms, where we unveil the personality that drive it. And anywhere it is happening, we're on top of the situation. And of course, Fidel, you will be in South Africa for Samsung. Tell us about what that program is all about.
I think every year they have this, it's a kind of presentation they do, new products, okay, new market strategy and all that. So this is the first time I will be attending, yeah. So I'll be going to learn.
Okay.
That it is a kind of expo, essentially designed and devoted to Samsung,
okay,
brands.
And maybe the latest, the latest things that have been deployed by Samsung.
Yes, yes.
And Samsung is a leader,
yes,
day, in this field. So we look forward to what we bring back.
I hope so. I will try to do that.
2 days, and let's see if we will bring something that will excite our viewers from the world of Samsung technologies. All right, I hope my director can get the pop voices ready. Fidel asked, why do you use those expensive phones? Why do you take 120,000 naira, you go and buy a phone, and you use that phone to just make and receive calls? Some even use it as calculators, and that's all.
Yes.
And you spent £1,000 in a phone with so much applications, features, and so many things that you can do with it. And you don't have the time to use any of this. Why do you still spend so much money buying that phone? So we took our cameras out to ask 1 or 2 people about how they feel about this. Is it ready? Can we have the responses of those we asked about this?
About the physics. If you can afford it, people want to show that they can afford to buy expensive phones. And as a matter of fact, if you want to sell your phones, the manufacturer will say, come to Nigeria. If you have a new phone, a new product in the market, and you want it sold, just come to Nigeria. Not necessarily because of the functions, but because people want to show that they have the latest in town. That's just it. People don't buy phones regularly in Nigeria because of the functions. They buy it because of what the kind of impression they want to create for people around them. That's just it. Nothing more than that.
A matter of two things. One, affordability. If you can afford it, you buy it. Two, status. Your mates, your colleagues are using a BlackBerry. You want your PIN, you buy one. Your mates or your colleagues are using Nokia N series, you buy one. You can afford it, it's a matter of status quo, you buy it. And then a lot of features on it. The really people that can afford to use those features, that knows how to do that, are probably students. But if you can afford that kind of level of phone, you probably won't have the time to even use all the features on the phone. But it's a matter of status, buying and using expensive phones. Status, basically.
People use as in big phones because some people use as in they use big phones. Do you understand? They just want they too want to use as in big phone, as in like using BlackBerry. They too want to use BlackBerry, but they don't know how to operate the phone. They just want to